So a while loop, just like a for loop, it is used to perform a repetitive task. But unlike a for loop whereby you perform repetitive tasks for a number of times, in while loop, you perform a repetitive, task according to a condition. So as long as that condition is met, or as long as that condition is true, the loop will continue, like it will continue to it will continue to reiterate itself. So it will keep going, it will keep looping basically. It will be repeating itself as long as that condition is true. When that condition is no longer true, then it stops. So let's just have an example. Example one. So I'll come here and assign 0 to number, right? So now my number is 0 because I have assigned 0 to the number. Let's say while number is less than 5, we put our column, then print number. Now let's run this and see what we get. We run this, and now this is an infinity loop basically, and it's going to keep giving me 0. Like it's going to go on to like forever. It's not going to stop. Let me quickly pause it and then explain it. So I come here and then I interrupt the kernel. I interrupt it. Then I come to the code basically, and I just make this into a comment. Yes. And then I come here to run and run all cells. Okay, yeah, so this is giving me an error because I made this a comment. Why I made this a comment before running it again is so that when I run it, this code doesn't run, right? I had interrupted the kernel here. I had like paused the code, so I paused it, then made this a comment, then run like this whole page. I don't know if to call it page. Yes, I run like this whole page, and also I made this a comment so that this will not run, because if not, it will be an infinity loop again. Let me just quickly remove this, right? But I will not run it. Now, why did it give us an infinity loop? Because we have assigned 0 to number, right? So now we said while number is less than 0, is 0 less than 5? Yes, print number. So it prints 0, right? And it comes back here again. Is 0 less than 5? Yes, print number. Is 0 less than 5? Yes, print number. So that is an infinity loop, and it's going to go on and on. Why? Because this condition remains true. So as long as it remains true, it is going to keep running, and it is going to keep printing 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for me. So that is the first example, and you don't want to create an infinity loop basically. So right now I'll just make everything here into a comment so that when I run it, I don't have an error. Yes, let's go to example number 2. So for our second example, let us assign 0 to number 2. So now this variable, number is 0, right? Let's say while. So while number is less than 5, we put our column, and then while number is less than 5, let's say while number is less than 5, what should we do? Print number. Just like the other time here, right? But now we're not going to stop here. We're going to come back here and say number equals number plus 1. Sorry, plus 1. So now we are assigning like a new thing to our number. Let's just run this and see the output. Then I would explain. Now, when I run this is my output from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's the explanation here? Basically, we've assigned 0 to numbers. Now our number is 0, right? So we come here and we say, is number less than 5? Yes, because 0 is less than 5. So print number. So here it prints our 0, right? But now you see we have another line of code. And what is this line of code saying? This line of code is like it's assigning a new value to our number. So we no longer want our number to be 0. We are assigning a new value to it. So our initial number is 0 and it has been printed here. But here, number is now number plus 1. So our current number, which is 0, we're going to add 1 to it. So 0 plus 1 is 1, right? Then we come back here. Now we're coming back here and not here. We're coming back here because we've already have a new value that has been assigned to our number. So we simply come back to this while here. So our new number now is 1, right? Is 1 less than 5? Yes. So you print the number. Look at it here, 1. This is now telling us to add 1 to our number. So we'd say 1 plus 1, which is what? 2. So we come back here. Is 2 less than 5? Yes. You print it. This is it here. This is the 2. We come here, this asks us to add 1 to the 2, right? Which is 3. So we come here, is 3 less than 5? Yes. So we print the number 3, look at it here. Then this tells us to add 1 to the number. So 1 plus 3 is 4. We come back here, is 4 less than 5? Yes. We print the number, look at it here. Then we come back here, it asks us to add 1 to the number, right? So we say 4 plus 1 is 5, right? Yes. So we come back here, is 5 less than 5? No. 5 is not less than 5. 5 is equals to 5. So now 5 is not less than 5. And now our condition is no longer true. So the tags, or let me just say the loop is going to stop because the condition is no longer true. 5 is not less than 5. And something interesting to try out is that you can try to like mix up the positioning of these statements here, right? And compare the output. So let's copy this whole code here, all these lines of code, this block of code, whatever. Let's copy it and would come here. So I'll just call this example 3, example 3, and make this a comment. So let me paste what I've copied here, right? But now I am going to remove this from here. Let me cut this and I would paste it here. So I simply switch the positions of these two. Then let me run the code and compare the outputs. Do you think the outputs are the same? Okay. Now you see, the outputs are not the same at all. And now the difference is this statement here that we reassigned, new values to this number. We brought it before the print statement. While here, it is after the print statement. Now you can see for this first one, the output starts from 0 to 4. But for this second one, the output starts from 1 to 5. And like I said, the major difference is just in this thing that we mixed up. In this first one here, we said that you first have to check the number. Is it less than 5? Yes. Then you print it. So immediately you check if it is less than 5, you print it. After printing it, before you now come here and add 1 to it. But for this one here, what it's asking us to do, or what I'm telling the Python to do basically is, when you check if the number is less than 5, you don't print it because that's not what the second line of code is saying. You then add 1 to it. So our initial number is what, 0, right? We add 1 to it, making it what, 0 plus 1, which is what, 1, before you now print it. So look at the 1 here, right? So our new number is now what, 1. You come back here, is 1 less than 5? Yes. You add 1 to it, 1 plus 1 is 2, then you print the number 2. So it goes on like that until you get to 4, right? When our number is 4, you come here, is 4 less than 5? Yes. Then you add 1 to it. 4 plus 1 is what? Is 5. Then you print the number 5. You print it, right? Before you now come back here and say, is 5 less than 5? No. Then the loop stops. Now you see why 5 is not included here, but 5 is included here. Also why 0 is included here, but 0 is not included here. So sometimes, while learning, like I just switch things a little bit up and I see what the output is going to be, then I try to study it and understand it. And if I don't understand it, I can just put the code on ChatGPT and ask it to explain it to me.